Do you want to know why I have not been happy for these past several days? It's because Mom and Dad keeps grounding me for very silly reasons, and I pulled the fire alarm in my school because of that. I don't know what should I do. Wait a minute. That gives me just the idea I have been looking for. I'm going to my school, and installing my new operating system on my teacher's computer. And this time, I have it on a thumb drive, not a CD. This is going to be very fun. Ha 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 ha. Alright, I'm here at my school. Martin Magnet, here we come, at long last. I will show Ms. Williams who's the boss around here. Now, time to install Brian OS on her computer.
Brian, I have a pretty important meeting to attend right now, and it should be no more than 15 to 20 minutes. While I'm gone, I want you to finish reading the book from the other day, or get started on your homework assignment. I will be right back.
Now that Ms. Williams has left the room, this is the perfect time to go on her computer, and install Brian OS, and once it's installed, I am going home. Now, I am going to insert the disk into the computer, and then in 2 minutes, it will be running Brian OS instead of Windows 11, then that will teach Ms. Williams not to put me in detention on a daily basis. Good, I just successfully installing Brian OS on Ms. Williams' computer. Now it's time to go home.
Where's Brian? When I left her room 15 minutes ago, Brian was here, but now he's gone. I wonder where he could be. Could he be using the restroom? Anyways, it's time to get working on tomorrow's lesson plans while I wait for Brian to come back. Oh my goodness. What in the world happened to my computer? And what happened to PowerSchool, Google Chrome, and Microsoft Office? Just a few minutes ago, it was just fine running Windows 11, but for some reason, now it's running on some strange operating system created by a troublemaker. I have to see who it is who decided to take over my computer, because I need to get back to lesson planning and grading students' assignments.
Welcome to Brian OS, version 1, my name is Brian, and I will be your guide when you are learning to use this operating system.
Who could have installed Brian OS on this computer? Because I know for a fact that I didn't install it.
Actually, I believe you installed my operating system, because it is now running on your computer. Don't lie to me.
I don't have time for this. I need to go back to using Google Chrome, Microsoft Office, and Power School. I have to finish grading assignments and I also have to finish up with my lesson plans for tomorrow and next week.
I beg your pardon?
I said, I don't have time for this nonsense. I have work to get done.
Absolutely not. First of all, how dare you talk back to me? You know that you can lose your teaching job for doing that. And second of all, I want you to quit your teaching job, so that I can't take over and give Brian everything that he wants, because you need to understand that the world revolves around him.
I'm not going to listen to what you tell me. You should understand why Brian is spending 2 weeks of detention with me after school for 30 minutes every day. He has been failing assignments for one thing, and worse, he has also been misbehaving and acting like some entitled Karen. Now, let me go back to using Microsoft Office and Power School, so that I can finish my lesson plans. How deluded can you get?
Did you just call me deluded? Oh. How dare you insult me like that? You know that not only you can lose your job, you can also be investigated by the FBI, and then I will have you sued for billions of dollars in court. Now, I demand that you release Brian from detention, and give him the highest grades on every single assignment and every single exam, and also, you need to be giving my meals from McDonald's while in class, and give my dessert every day after lunch before classes resume in the afternoon.
Now that I noticed, in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, there is an internet application, so I think I can resume working on my lesson plans and finish grading my students' homework assignments. Well, at least the internet works. Thank goodness. Now, I better go back to finishing up my lesson plans. Wait, why is the page taking forever to load? When it was running Windows 11, I did not have this problem whatsoever.
Hey, don't ask me why. You should already know by now why the page is taking forever to load.
Really, it's been 15 minutes, and the page still won't load. I've had enough of being forced to use this silly operating system. I'm going to have to restart my computer somehow, and it better go back to running Windows 11. At least I was able to restart my computer. Now, if it will be running Windows 11 this time, instead of silly operating system made by a troublemaker, then I can get back to work. Are you kidding me? I wanted Windows 11, not this silly troublemaker operating system.
Trying to uninstall my operating system from your computer? Well, guess what? You're stuck with Brian OS forever. In other words, you're not going back to Windows 11 anymore.
Oh, really? We'll see about that.
I demand you to stop turning off your computer, right now, or you will face very serious consequences.
Look, Brian Clone, you have really been wasting my time.
How dare you turn off your computer? That's it, you are grounded for 150639394020536422190 years. Now face my teeth, face it.
Great! Now I have to reinstall Windows 11 on this computer, and I hope I didn't have everything erased from the hard drive. Thankfully, I have a copy of Windows 11, but it may take a while to get it installed.
At least the computer is back to running Windows 11, but the question is, was all of my work erased? I guessed it right, all of my work was erased from the hard drive while it was running Brian OS, and I knew it wasn't me who installed it. I knew it has to be someone else who installed the silly operating system on my computer.
Ms. Williams, please report to my office. Ms. Williams, please report to my office. Ms. Williams, going through the surveillance tapes, I found out why you were struggling with your computer, with regards to reinstalling Windows 11, and trying to finish your lesson plan. Come over here and take a look.
It couldn't be, you have to be kidding.
Good, I just successfully installing Brian OS on Ms. Williams' computer. Now it's time to go home.
Oh. I have a feeling it was Brian who installed that silly operating system on my computer, that is it.
I'm going to give his parents a call right now.
Alright, I think we have this, we're almost finished with the level. 5 more left and then I win the game. Almost there. Yes, I just beat this level. Now I have 5 more to go.
Brian, come out into the hallway, this is very serious.
Mom, why do you look so angry right now? What did I do?
Brian, we'll discuss that later. But right now, your principal just called me and told me that we need to see her and your teacher in the office. Let's get into the car now.
Mrs. Johnson, thanks for stopping by at the office. Principal Robinson just showed me the video footage of what happened about 40 minutes ago in my classroom. Come over here and take a look.
Brian, you stay right where you are, and we'll talk to you in a moment.
No, this cannot be. I think he probably learned this from Emma.
Good, I just successfully installing Brian OS on Ms. Williams' computer. Now it's time to go home.
Not only he installed Brian OS on my computer, he left school grounds before his time in detention was up for the day. I also had to spend an hour trying to fix my computer. Eventually, I was able to reinstall Windows 11. But now all of my lesson plans are erased from the hard drive, and so are the students' assignments. With that said, Brian, you will tell me and Ms. Robinson why you installed Brian OS on my computer and then left school grounds.
It's because I wanted to teach you a lesson that you won't forget. I am way too important to be serving detention after school every day for 30 minutes, and for 2 weeks. That's why I installed Brian OS on your computer, Ms. Williams. I'm also going to take you to court one of these days.
I get how you feel about having to serve detention after school. No one wants to go through that. But you, Brian, have been misbehaving a lot during class, turning in your homework late or incomplete. And what you did just a few minutes ago is especially unacceptable. Because of what you did, Now Ms. Williams has to rewrite her lesson plans, and possibly assign her students previous assignments that he hasn't yet graded. There are 2 weeks left in the April semester, but I have a very tough decision to make. You will be suspended for the remainder of the school year, and then you will have 2 choices between attending summer school or repeating the 8th grade next school year.
I think attending summer school will be the best choice because that should get Brian to learn not to misbehave much.
Summer school it is, Brian. And some days you will also be performing community service. Last but not least, you'll probably have a different teacher for summer school. Now, you are free to leave my office.
Brian William Johnson, you are in really big trouble. Now let's go home. Brian William Johnson, we cannot believe that you learned a certain behavior from Emma, installing Brian OS on your teacher's computer. Because of that, you're suspended from school for the rest of the school year, and you'll be attending from summer school. That is it.
You'll be grounded for the entire summer, and possibly in the next school year. That means no TV, no video games, no playing on the computer, no dessert, no Cooper and Leah's treehouse, no talking to troublemakers on Zoom. Now go upstairs to your room, and think about what you did.